Hi everyone, James here. Well, it's true. Joe Biden has officially gone into hiding. He has a lid until Thursday to the debate in Nashville. Yep, Joe is officially hiding in his basement once again, refusing to answer questions, no campaign talks, nothing. The reason is that laptop. Instead of dealing with it like a man and saying, oh, it's a smear campaign, there's been no denials that the laptop is not Hunter's. It has information that is quite disturbing that Joe Biden sold out this country for financial gain. It is almost treason. That's how bad it is. But Joe won't answer the question. He has all the lapdogs from Congress, like Adam Schiff out there and Chris Murphy of Connecticut out there saying, oh, this was just Russian disinformation. No, it's not. There's no evidence of that. There's no evidence. This is truly Hunter's laptop with truly Hunter's emails. Everybody connected to Hunter Biden is either in jail or going to be sentenced. His partners, his business partners involved in this. This is how bad it is. But Hunter Biden's been able to stay out of jail. I wonder why. Dad, yeah, that's the reason why Hunter's not in jail. He turned evidence against his buddies. But the emails don't lie, folks. They don't lie. It's all real. So you got the media out there saying, oh, this is all fake Russian crap. It's not. There's no evidence of any Russian involvement in the laptop. Maybe there's Russian involvement in the election. I don't know. More than likely there is, because that's what the Russians do. We do the same thing around the world. So we know that's probably happening, but nothing to do with the laptop. They have signature, and the FBI got it. Nobody dealt with what's going on. So instead of the Biden campaign dealing with it like a campaign should to end the story. So what happened is what Twitter went and held the story, which created a bigger story. So if Twitter and Facebook would have let the story go through, it probably wouldn't have been a lesser story. But since they blocked it, it became a huge story. It blew up. It blew up. The story is still alive and well every day. Even on, MSNBC and CNN and New York Post and, all these places. Everybody's trying to deny the story's real, but it's real. Although, because Rudy Giuliani's involved, it's real, folks. If it wasn't real, why can't he just come up and say, this is not Hunter's laptop. This information is not real. It's incorrect. But we haven't heard anything. The more you go and hide, in the basement, guess what happens? The story blows up, and everybody says, yep, Joe doesn't want to talk about it because it's real. He doesn't want to answer a simple question. There's a couple questions. Have you talked over business with your son about his connections? He says no. Have you ever met somebody from Burisma? He says no, but there's actually pictures of him playing golf with the guys from Burisma. Have you dealt with any Chinese? Has anybody come to the White House when you were there because of Hunter? Hunter got all this stuff. You gotta remember, Hunter Biden was a crackhead, okay? I'm sorry, but that's the truth. He's a crackhead, and he'll admit it. He had a drug issue, and it was mostly crack. But if Hunter's father wasn't the vice president, Hunter would have never got these positions of money from all these foreign countries. They went to Hunter to get the Joe, to get favorable, deals with the government, the U.S. government. So if they paid Joe, Hunter Biden well, Hunter's, and Joe Biden's brother and sister all got paid very well from this too. There's the whole connection. The Bidens have been doing this for years, making money off Joe. Now we have a big problem. Joe's refusal to come out of the basement and deal with this problem 2 weeks ahead of the election is, it's become a top story because Trump's going to smash him every single day. And he's going to be going in Philadelphia. He's going to be in Pennsylvania tonight. Trump in Erie, Pennsylvania. He's going to smash him again. All about Trump. Every time Trump's on TV, Joe's corrupt. Joe's corrupt. Joe's corrupt. And the campaign says, "Oh, this is just a smear tactic. There's no evidence." There is evidence. There's a laptop with a hard drive that shows emails of Joe. Who's the big guy? We know it's Biden. Joe Biden. Everybody knows it. Joe won't answer the questions. So refusing to answer the questions about the laptop is only creating the story to hang on. Instead of dealing with the problem, it's just like coronavirus. You lock down. All you do is, delaying the event, that's going to happen. In weeks and months, it's going to happen. So when we locked down, everybody went inside, people died. So if people are just walking around the street, people are going to die anyway from it. Okay? So not dealing with the story only keeps the story alive, because Trump and all the campaign people, all the Republicans that's going to keep, every time you get on TV, all they do is talk about Hunter Biden and Joe Biden in the laptop and these emails with connections to China. China. No wonder Joe says China's not a problem. Yeah, if you're receiving $10 million a year from them and your son gets a $1.5 billion contract with China, yeah, okay, in Ukraine and other countries, in Russia, they receive money from the ex-wife of the Russian mayor. He received $3.8 million or something like that. How the hell did he have a connection with the former Russian mayor's wife? That makes no sense, but it shows you Hunter Biden was taking money. Pay to play, folks. That's what it's called. Pay to play. And Joe Biden has a lot of questions to answer. But if you ask Joe any question about it, he denies any connection to it. But he's got to come out of the basement. He's got to deal with it, or he's going to lose the election. Okay? This is a real story. It's not going to go away. If he's elected president, this story is still not going to go away. People are going to ask for an independent counsel to investigate him. If he's elected president, it's still not going to go away. This will still be a live story because there's a laptop out there and people have the information. They have the emails. They have the pictures of Biden. They have all these family photographs of that were on a laptop that belong to Biden that nobody else could get these photographs from. So it's quite obvious who it is. Nobody's come out and denied it. Hunter's not come out and denied it. They have his signature, they have his cell phone number, they have all this personal information, but he has not denied it. That's the problem. Running away from a problem only creates a bigger problem. Haven't we learned that in life? Haven't you learned that in your own life? Running away from a problem, deal with the problem, get it over with. It goes away. It becomes lesser of a story. But if you go and hide and deny the story, it just continues every day. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And there's 2 weeks to the election. So Joe Biden shouldn't be out on the campaign trail. Trump is out every single day, doing 2 or 3 stops a day. And he's gaining momentum. The momentum's real. In Pennsylvania, it's a tie. Everywhere it's basically a tie. Even Biden said it themselves. The numbers were overinflated. Yeah, they know what the numbers are. It's a tie. But Joe is afraid to go outside because every single reporter is going to ask him the same question. Not about how you're going to run the government or how you deal with coronavirus, but what's on the laptop. What do you think about this, Joe? Do you have any connection to the Russians? Do you have any connection to China? What did you know about Hunter Biden's dealings with these people? That's the main story. And that's the biggest problem that faces the Bidens and the Biden campaign right now. How are they going to deal with this? They have to have a plan. They just can't sit in the basement there. You just can't go run back. Is this how the president's going to be done? If Biden wins, he's just going to work a couple of days a week and then go back to Delaware and hide in the basement? Is that what he's going to do? Is that the kind of president he's going to be? Joe is, Joe's burnt being out on the campaign trail. He's burned Joe. Even though he doesn't speak, he reads a teleprompter and that's it. He doesn't really do anything. He doesn't do anything. So they have Kamala Harris out there doing, but nobody wants to listen to her. She's a nobody. She really is a nobody. They want to see Joe. Joe is the guy. And Joe does a campaign stop with 50 cars. 50 cars. Trump does a campaign stop that has 20,000 people. And the roads are lined up with people. Even in California, and he was in Newport, the streets were lined up with people. Waving and screaming, Trump, Trump, Trump. I don't see it happen anywhere in the world for Biden. Biden's got a problem. Yeah, he's got the media that, that says all these wonderful things about him. And they've been trashing Trump for years. And you got Adam Schiff, Mr. Russia, Russia, Russia. It does work for Russia. He's probably a Russian agent, Adam Schiff. He's obsessed with Russia. Everything's Russia. And the guy does nothing but lies. So he's like the point man for the Biden disinformation campaign. And all these channels, the same thing. All they do is put it under the rug. So that's what Biden's hoping, that why being off in Delaware, that the story is going to die. It's not going to die. It's getting bigger every single minute. Joe, answer the goddamn questions. What did you know? Be a man. You want to be president? Be a man. Put your belt on. Come out and talk to the press. Good or bad, you got to do it. You got to do it before, the election day, or you'll never be elected. People, see you soon.